Hello. Today we're going to be looking at the different types of inputs. So the first one you guys have already used, that is the push buttons. Now, the push buttons are something that are very simple to understand what they detect. They detect when someone pushes a button down. They detect. Now, it does not measure how much pressure, it just detects, and you'll kind of hear that, that satisfying click of it. That's how it knows there's actually a little switch underneath there as when it contacts the metal. So that is where the push buttons are. Next one is there is a light sensor. Actually, in the sensors here, there is a source for checking ambient light, meaning light in the environment here. Now, I'm going to have you guys watch a video, kind of explain how that works a little bit. Now, in the back, there are there is a compass right over here. It even labels it for you. Now, a compass, we think of compasses, it tells us which way is north, south, east, west. Now, you may or may not know, it does that by checking the magnetic field. So the North Pole, well, slightly off the North Pole now, but is where the strongest magnetic pole is. So it measures where the most magnetic field is, the strongest magnetic field is coming from that direction. Now, again, it's slightly off from exactly true north right now, but it's not enough that will bother our microbits, and they actually, they actually program to take care of that. The accelerometer. We've kind of talked about this before. Has it on here, it's down here. That's going to change in speed, how much of an increase in speed, and also orientation. We watched a little video on that yesterday when you were, or 2 days ago, kind of talking about using the accelerometer. Now we have a couple more sensors. We have the photocell resistor. And if you look on there, it has a sensor that checks, very similar to this, that it checks the amount of light. However, it's much more sensitive and it does a better job than this one does. We have the pressure sensor. Now this has two sides. The side that you want to be using is that side up. Again, it checks to see how much force or pressure is placed on it. And then our next one is the flex sensor. It checks how much it bends. Some more bends. Now, sometimes I jokingly call this the devil stick because I find it be very temperamental. It does not work consistently. Also, many times kids will have it bend right here and it breaks on them. So this is an example of one that looks like it's already partly broken. So those are all the different input sensors that we have and we'll be using. Make sure to fill out your Google Doc to help you kind of go through this, and we will talk about these tomorrow.